Skip Bayless, I'm worried. I'm very worried about RG3. I want to be very, very clear that I have no questions about his guts. I have no question about his abilities as a passer if he's 100% healthy. But because he clearly is not, I'm talking about still. I didn't see him 100% healthy last night. As a matter of fact, I saw him go down once and come up limping. I saw him a little bit hobbled. It wasn't too obvious, but it was there where he was a bit ginger, to say the least, in terms of his ability to run the football. I didn't like that 13-yard. I didn't like that scramble that he did last night. I didn't like him taking an unnecessary hit near the sideline that he took. He didn't quite get hit like he got, or like Haloti Ngata hit him a couple of years back, but nevertheless, it is what it is. What I saw is a guy that is still trying to get back to what he once was. And I'm not sure he's there. Now, the guts is there because he won't put on the knee brace or whatever, and I think he might need to. Something to make his legs feel a bit more secure. I'm concerned about him right now because I don't see that same dude. It was a nice bomb that he threw to Roberts. It was a nice sweep. I think it was, what was it, 49 yards, something along those lines. But, I mean, for the most part, RG3 wasn't that impressive to me. And then when I look at it and I think back to a couple of years ago, when Shanahan, in my opinion, did him a disservice by having him run about 120 times, obviously exercising the read option where RG3 is very formidable. We saw during that time him complete 65% of his passes that season. And as a result of seeing him throw those completions, we said, well, he's got a pocket presence too. But what I think people need to take into consideration is you might have had a pocket presence because people feared your ability to be elusive and to run the football. Whereas now that fear isn't so much there, now, could you be the same guy in the pocket when people are not as worried about you scrambling out of the pocket and doing damage? I've got questions. But it's not because of his skill set. It's because of his health. And I told you before, when I said I would take Andrew Luck #1 overall, and I was an Andrew Luck guy, it wasn't just his ability to be a pocket passer. It wasn't his pocket presence and just his throws. I specifically said to you, his physique. His legs are like tanks, man. He's a big boy. And as a result, he's going to be conditioned and capable of taking a pounding I'm not sure a relatively slim RG3 can take. And sure enough, that's what I believe we're seeing right now. So I'm concerned about RG3 because I wonder how much punishment is he going to be able to absorb and still be RG3.
First of all, I disagree with your premise that you don't think he's healthy yet. I think he was healthy going into this game. I'm not sure about it now.
That's fair. That's fair. Right. I'm just talking about now, based on what happened during the game.
May I please accentuate the positive before I get to the negative?
Please do.
He made a couple throws last night that were vintage 2012 throws. I'm talking about vintage Rookie of the Year RG3 throws, including that bomb. That was a sweet deep ball. You got to give him that.
It
and
was
he
nice.
Is capable.
A little delay. Had to wait a second, but it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad.
It was pretty good.
It wasn't completely in stride, but it was good.
Boy, you're being hypercritical today.
No, I'm just being honest.
Wow.
With my eyes
I think you're seeing through Andrew Luck colored glasses.
Not at all.
No?
Not at all.
Okay.
Andrew Luck.
RG3 was still #2. That ain't bad.
Yeah.
There were long moments last night. There were sequences when I thought Robert looked like Robert, where he looked more comfortable than I ever saw him look at any point last year as he came back too quickly off that knee and under Mike Shanahan. Okay. Now, back to your points. On the first attempted slide, I thought he almost tore his knee up. That's how bad the slide was. That was as dangerous as it gets. He got his leg caught in the turf underneath him as he slid because he cannot slide. And I'm not talking about mental, he's not physically capable. I don't know if they could have, I talked about this last year. Can you conduct sliding practice at practice? Can you actually take him off to the side and say, Robert, we're going to run 30 slides right here, and we're going to do it easy. We're going to ease into it. Now, here's how you do it. Imagine second base is over there, and you used to play baseball, Robert. Let's try to slide into second base. You fold your left leg underneath. You kind of launch yourself off the ground. You touch down like a jet plane touching down on the runway, and you slide across the grass.
He needs that.
You do not stick your leg in the turf underneath you, because Stephen A., when he came up limping, I was afraid he had torn up his right knee on the slide. That's how dangerous that was. Then back to your case. It's 2nd and 20. He breaks free. He has 10 free and easy yards. He's got a shield block going on. He can get to the sidelines and step safely out of bounds with no contact. And what does he do? I'm assuming he's thinking, well, I only got 10 of these yards. I need 10 more for a first down. It's the preseason. It's the 2nd preseason game.
You don't need him. You're
going to try to run through 2 defenders and take them on physically. And as he said, pinball or ping pong, what do you call it? I ping-ponged off them. You're kidding me. Your shoulders are at risk. Your knees are at risk. Everything's at risk. You are fair game to get hit full speed by 2 defenders in the 2nd preseason game. What is wrong with you? Seriously.
Exactly. That's a very, very good point. But you know something, Skip? Now, you understand that the nation's capital love themselves some Redskins. The whole nation's capital, along with the Virginia area, whatever the case may be.
Right.
All right? But there's something going on in the nation's capital I don't think y'all have noticed.
Tell us, please.
It's a team by the name of the Washington Nationals.
They can teach.
They've won 7 straight. They've had 3 straight walk-offs. Adam LaRoche hit a solo shot to close out the game.
Said he got it all.
You know, FedEx Field is not that far. It's not that far from the baseball park.
So?
Why don't you go over there and take some notes? I mean, Bryce, excuse me, go there and listen, let me tell you something. One day, Robert Griffin III, one day, just it could be. It don't even have to be an off day. It can be during. You can start. You can work out in the morning, in the afternoon. Go over there because you know when they have evening game, when they have night game. You know, bad practice from like 3 o'clock. You can roll over there. You can, and they will be more than happy to show you how to slide.
That is true.
They will show you. They will show you. It's not going to take long. It's not going to take long enough.